What changed, Will, from 11 down the second time in the first half? It was almost like it was a different team out there that you guys had on the court.
Well, you know, we started out making 3 of, I think, our first 15 shots. And on top of that, we got some steals, and we threw the ball right back to them. We were just out of sync, out of rhythm, and you know, I thought, you know, we started to turn up the heat a little bit defensively. I thought our pressure was pretty good, and you know, offensively, we started sharing the ball more. You know, certain guys need to understand that we got to stop bouncing the ball on the floor. You know, we've got to move ourselves, we've got to move the ball, and if we're going to put the ball on the floor, we've got to put it on the floor with a purpose. So I thought we really spread them out defensively. We were able to take the ball to the rim. Early on, we were settling for jump shots, and a couple of them were open. But, you know, I thought that if we forced Yale to defend, especially off ball reversal and quick dribble penetration, we'd be able to get to the rim, and if we did get to the rim and didn't have a shot, we would draw the defense and be able to kick to open guys. And we got ourselves in a nice rhythm, and, you know, we got away from some man-to-man defense, went to, you know, some different types of zone defenses to try to at least limit Zampier's touches. You know, he hit some shots from Yale tonight. You know, he's a nice player, and he's really become a special player. And, you know, we wanted to force their other 4 guys on the floor to beat us. And, you know, I just thought we did a good job collectively.
Well, how about the groove that Billy Allen is throwing?
Yeah, you know, couldn't happen to a nicer kid. I mean, he's a great person, as you know, and he's worked really hard, and it's nice to see. You know, year 1 he's here, he has major back surgery. Year 2, he's got no flexibility. He's just trying to regain it from the back surgery, and he's worked really hard. He's a redshirt sophomore right now, and for us to be good, you know, we need a guy, at least one, to consistently knock down some jump shots, and it can't be Will Harris all the time because we need to get his big body down on the block a little more. But Will's been making them. Now, Billy's made him 3 games in a row now. He's in the zone. He's in a good rhythm. And I think when Billy is shooting well, which he has in practice, it really helps us. It makes Timmy a better player because it opens up driving angles. And the other thing is Billy does everything we ask of him defensively. He knows the scouting reports. So now if he's making shots, it's easy to keep him on the floor.
Is this team now ready for the start of conference play?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think we made progress against Carolina. If you consider being down 30 and you know, making a run late, progress, I do, because that's the biggest team I've ever seen. You know, and then tonight, I thought the last 30 minutes of the game we were pretty good, and you know, I'm trying to play a lot of guys. We're trying to press a little more, you know, trying to do some different things by blitzing ball screens, doubling the low post, being aggressive to try to help our offense out by scoring off our defense a little bit. And that also allows us to get out and transition to get some easy baskets as well. And the kids have really been working hard in practice. You know, I'm pleased with that. It's nice to see it carry over to the game, especially with Billy Allen and you know, the more guys that can chip in for us, you know, the tougher it is for teams to key on Will and Timmy, and I just think it makes us better as a team.
Well, with the way they shot the ball tonight, Billy and Tim and Logan as well, is that what kind of opened it up a little bit for Scotty? I think all 5 of his points came off rebounds or right in around the basket. Are you seeing that as a possible way to get the ball inside more?
Yeah, you know, the last 3 games specifically, we've tried to run less plays and more motion. And get our guys to understand how to play more than run set plays. And I think it's tougher to scout a team by having a guy. Will's been shooting the ball great, and now Billy on the floor with him knocking down shots. That opens up driving angles for everybody else, opens up room for the bigs to, you know, get some opportunities, especially off the backboard because there's more space in there. Teams can't sag off us and crowd the paint as much. And yeah, you know, obviously we're a better team when Billy's making shots because Billy does everything that we ask him to do. And now that he's making shots, and he always has been making shots in practice, it's just that he struggled in games. And, you know, it's nice to see. We just need it to carry over. If he can shoot well for the next 16 games, that would be tremendous.
Billy, Will, what about the start of the conference, and what about Binghamton? What about that program? What kind of game do you expect here Thursday?
People need to be very careful by jumping on Binghamton, you know, saying they're not very good and all that. You know, they're pretty darn good. They just don't have a lot of bodies, and they start 5 guys that are 6'6" or bigger. Their point guard 6'5", 220. They're huge. They're the biggest team in our league by far. And what's happening is they returned 2 guys that started for them last year. Their 6th/7th man. Their best recruit was a JUCO kid who's probably one of the best players in the league, a kid Greer right at 6'7". And they have a good freshman in Talley who's 6'5", 220-pound point guard. You know, they come in, they play a lot of zone, they've got great length, they sag off you in day to shoot, and then offensively they play a lot of one-on-one and just pound the glass. So they beat LaSalle, who was an 89 PI the other day. I've seen LaSalle play. I know John Genie, the coach there, well. LaSalle is good, and Binghamton beat them. So it's going to be a tough game for us. So I think anybody that thinks Binghamton's an easy 2 wins is crazy. So we've got to have a good couple of days of practice, and I told the guys in the locker room, if you're going to be any good in league play, you must win at home and steal games on the road. Last year we were awful on the road, and that's why we took that 8-game hiatus from the CEFQ and went on the road, and we weren't very good on the road, you know, in a non-conference, but we also played some very good teams, and hopefully we got that out of our system. And you know, I think our kids are anxious to play in league play. Everybody's 0-0, so it's a great opportunity.